I'm gonna read a comment from your chat. It says, "Yo, socks." Not sure who this LinkedIn user is, but they are saying,
I
"Yo,
can't see them
socks."
either.
All right.
Yo.
All right. So then let me read this comment for a couple of comments from Green Casey in my chat. First he says, "Thank you for what you're saying about the SOX analyst and stuff like that. I am a L1, which is a triage specialist. I was promoted from the service desk last month, so I honestly just finished training last week." That's awesome.
That's what I'm talking about.
And this is the stuff that I love to hear, right? Because I can't say it enough. Like, so many times you hear, "Oh, I went from this to this in 6 months," and like I went from like doing whatever, working as a cashier at Walmart or something, to making $500,000 a month in 6 months after I did a 3-week boot camp and everything like that, right? But as you can see, Green Casey is going through the process, right? He was in the service desk. Now he's going to keep going up, right? Going to keep going up, but going through the process, like the way that 99% of the people have, like, are there some anomalies? Of course, right? But 99% of the times, you're going to have to go through the service desk, through the help desk, maybe through QA, maybe through whatever the route is, right? You're going to have to go through that. Might be working as like a network engineer, whatever they call them, right? The ones who work on like the network and stuff like that, the firewalls, the VPNs and everything like that. But you go through the process, right? And then another comment real quick from Green KC says, "I have imposter syndrome some days as well, where I feel everyone knows more than me. There are certain incidents I have to ask how to work or what resources to use to obtain particular logs." Yep. So, and totally fair, and that's gonna happen. But it is what it is. Like, just block it out, right? Ask questions, because at the end of the day, you're learning, and they know that you're learning. Because guess what? If you weren't qualified, they wouldn't have promoted you to that role.
And you can't know everything, right? Like, I'm not saying that as a cop out, right? So if we look at, okay, let's just talk about, I get the signature that comes from, I don't know, Nico Stan, right? I don't know all the things that are part of it, but I do know how to quickly acquire the knowledge to apply it so that we can find out and get after the bad guy, right? So if we just, again, it goes back to being kind to ourselves. Yes, get at it, work hard, become the consummate professional when it comes to the things that you're into. But I think that we get that imposter syndrome and that not knowing panic, because we look at the greats in our environment, and we're like, and we compare ourselves. But that, how do you okay, so going to jujitsu, to karate, to aikido, how can a person that just walked in the door, got his yellow belt, right, which is the second rank from the bottom, right, even begin to compare themselves to a blue belt, which is 4 belts up and has like 5 to 6 years in practice? Like, how can you do that? So we gotta really have more reasonable expectations, not only for ourselves but for those that are around us, right?
Yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
no, that's all I got.
Now, and I was gonna say, like me, like I do jujitsu, and I'm a blue belt, 4 stripes. And some days I go in there, and I feel like it's my first class. It's terrible. And some days I go there, and it's great. It's like every day is different. Your energy level is gonna be different, and especially like in a role that you just got promoted to. Like, I like imposter syndrome is real, but I think that you need to always tell yourself that where you are today, you got there, right? It wasn't handed to you. It wasn't given to you. You earned it, and you're gonna keep going up. You're gonna keep learning, and then even when you get to the top, right? Because I'm sure there's some days that Sox are like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but he keeps going, and then the next day he wakes up perfectly fine, makes some steak or something, and then he keeps it moving, right?
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.